I'm sure some of you who use wig glues and lay frontals a lot would have noticed that you get a redness or a rash around your forehead after you lay the frontal on, or you notice that this is a very common one. You are starting to lose your edges. Look, even if you're not ripping that frontal off of your head when you're taking it down, even if you're using the water conditioner, soak it in oil, the fact still remains that those glues contain alcohol in them, especially those spray-on glues. They contain so much alcohol that as long as you're constantly and consistently spraying that on your forehead or your scalp, it will literally damage your hair follicles. The hair will not grow. The hair is not being nourished. How will it grow? It will fall off on its own, and your hair follicles will die off because it's not getting any nourishment. And the horrible thing about it is that compared to other hairstyles that can or may damage your hair, be like Ghana weaving or hairstyles that you do that pull on your scalp tightly, at least you can care for the hair that grows on your head while you have those hairstyles in. You can't do that for frontal installs. Once you have that frontal on your head, it's literally like a helmet. Nothing gets in, nothing gets out. The only thing that is getting in is that alcohol got to be having spray that you're spraying every 30 minutes or every time you have to melt that, lace into your scalp again. And guess what? If you check your got to be spray, I am a cosmetic scientist. If you check the back of your got to be spray, the first ingredient there is dimethyl ether, and the second ingredient there is alcohol denat. If you know anything about reading ingredients at the back of a cosmetic product, or any product for that matter, they list the ingredients from the highest to the lowest order. So the first ingredient you see on the bottle has the highest concentration. The last ingredient has the lowest concentration. Is among the lowest concentrations. So dimethyl ether as the first ingredient in your got to be spray means it is of the highest concentration, followed by alcohol denat, which is the second highest concentration. Now combine dimethyl ether, which is a very dangerous ingredient that shouldn't be inhaled, or you guys spray that thing on your scalp to give that place the melt. You will lose your edges. You will also lose the follicles that produces those hairs on your edges too. Meaning, not only will you lose the edges, you will not be able to grow back the edges. It will be so bad that if you went to Turkey to get a hair transplant and you went back to gluing frontals to your head, you will lose the edges again. That's how bad it is. If you were doing something like Ghana weaving or tight braids that pulled on your edges, and you were taking care of your edges by maybe oiling your scalp or using a hair growth serum, or making sure that you properly take care of your hair, you would retain your edges for a very, very long time, even while you have those tight braids in. You cannot do that